In this video, I want to talk about how to apply and acquire a license to operate a home healthcare business in the great state of Colorado. I haven't done a video about Colorado before. The last time that I tried to do a video for Colorado, it took me forever to find that information. This was almost 2 years ago. But since then, in 2025, the game has changed, guys, thanks to artificial intelligence. What took me, a couple of days to figure out where the information is, and then I gave up, it now takes me less than 5 minutes to acquire all that information. So let me share my screen and I'll walk you through exactly how I got that information from ChatGPT. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen now. As you can see, I'm in ChatGPT. It clearly says 4 minutes and 54 seconds. So just under 5 minutes for ChatGPT to tell me what the step-by-step process is and how much it costs to apply for a license. That is amazing. This is such a time saver. And if you're a healthcare worker, caregiver, RN, nurse in the state of Colorado, there is no more excuses why you have not started due to lack of information. This information is free. I'm using the free version of ChatGPT and it's so accessible now. I think the people that are going to make money in all industries, including the home care business, are the ones that are willing and able to leverage ChatGPT and artificial intelligence to their advantage and move at lightning speed, 10 times faster than the competition. So I want to encourage you guys to start using ChatGPT. I'll add the same query that I'm using up top here. I'll put in the description of this video so you can use the same query when you're going to ChatGPT and get everything. So check this out. I'm able to get everything. Look at all this information. Obviously, I'm not going to go through everything. That's your job now to go through everything once you're in ChatGPT. But I just want to focus just on 4 things in the application process. The first is to understand the different types of agencies that you can apply for in Colorado. And they're clearly stated right here. They call it Class A and Class B. In different states like California, Washington State, they name it differently. Even in Georgia, they name it something different. The next is the pricing, because I want to know how much it's going to cost. So it looks like for Class A, it costs $3,000. Class B is $2,200. If you're going to be spending this kind of money, I've noticed most people would also sign up for Medicare billing. I'm not a fan of Medicare billing. Almost every state will recommend, they don't require it for every state, but they just recommend that you register for Medicare billing. And it's optional for the state of Colorado, as you can see. I am not a fan of billing Medicare for the simple fact that Medicare is getting cut. So they're putting so many caps on how much money you're going to get paid. So it doesn't matter what happens to the economy. If you are getting capped at a certain amount of money, it's going to remain like that for a long time. Just like the minimum wage. When was the last time the minimum wage got increased? Think about that. That's what will happen to you if you focus on Medicare billing. Apply for Medicare billing at your own risk. However, what I do recommend is the private pay route, where you're seeking high net worth private paying clients to do business with you. Stick around to the end of this video and I'll show you how that works. Next is every state that I've seen that requires a license to operate. They will ask you for what are called policy and procedures. And often, most people get jammed up in this stage and then they give up. These are just a series of documents that you have to put together, showcase to the state, and it's time consuming. And a lot of people are lazy, they want shortcuts, so they end up getting discouraged and then they give up with that process. But don't worry, I got good news for you. Here's the good news. I've already created these home healthcare policy and procedure templates that you can download, fill out, and then submit to the state. These will save you so much time, guys. The time and effort that it takes you to figure out what policy to put all together, you can come and purchase these policies from me. Now, the other thing I've noticed is, once people purchase these policies, they have submitted their application, they get their license, then they get stuck. They don't know how to make the money. What's the point of getting a license if you don't know how to make money? This is why when you purchase my policies, you get automatically enrolled in my sales training program. I focus on where the money is, not Medicare and Medicaid, because Medicare and Medicaid is going to go broke. I focus on the millionaire clients that have all the money, guys. They require certain standards. So this sales training program is a sales script that I'll give you where I'll be pretending to be the wealthy client and you're going to be trying to sell me on the services that you have to offer. So that when you get into the real world out there, you're not nervous, you're not fumbling words, You're not confused about exactly how to articulate your value to these millionaire clients so that you can command the rates that you deserve. You see right here, you learn how to convert clients into paying customers over the phone and in person. You'll learn how to negotiate the rates that you deserve, especially with the economy, the way it's looking, inflation and whatnot. You need to know how to ask for the money that you deserve. A lot of you guys are really good caregivers, but you just suck at negotiating salary. So these are multiple sessions that we'll have back and forth. Not only that, filling out forms is a headache. Every time I travel, especially when I travel to different countries, they still have these like forms you got to fill out. Who does that? Especially here in Africa, they do that all the time. Even like when you go to DMV, filling out forms suck. I hate it. Any kind of government forms, I hate it. And I know so do you. But thanks to AI, there are tools now. I went to this website right here called, there's an AI for that. And I just searched for form fill. It recommended an AI tool called InstaFill. And I think it's great. And I'll recommend you guys to consider using this for your policy and procedures. So when you purchase my policies, you download them, you can start using this AI tool here that allows for you to fill out PDF forms and documents. It's amazing. Before, I used to recommend people go to platforms like Fiverr, Upwork, find somebody, a virtual assistant, whatever, give them your forms, let them fill them out. And you have to pay them a fee, of course. But now because of AI, you don't have to do that. You're going to save time and money. Who doesn't want to save time and money? So I'm just going to play a couple of seconds of this video so you can kind of see exactly how it works. And I will put a link to this tool in the description of this video, as well as the templates that you'll purchase, so that everything is in one packet. So let's play a couple of seconds here.
Welcome to InstaFill, the leading AI form filler that completes PDFs in seconds, not hours. With InstaFill, you can fill out any PDF form in 3 simple steps. Step 1. Upload any PDF to InstaFill. Step 2. Provide the information needed to fill out this form. InstaFill uses the latest reasoning AI models to extract data from a wide range of sources: texts, documents, partially filled PDFs, CSV files, images, and scans. It easily handles even unstructured input and populates each field with speed and precision.
Isn't that amazing? I mean, we're not going to watch the whole thing. Technology has come this far. I'll put a link to that tool in the description, also in these templates that you can purchase. Again, once you purchase them, you're automatically enrolled into my training program. It's a mentorship program because I want you to get to the money as quickly as possible. Why are you submitting an application if you're not ready to make the money? So I'll show you how to make the money. So I hope you got some value in this video, and I'll see you in the next one.